Hi everyone! In this video, I'll talk about the differences between Smart Phonics and EFL Phonics. How are they different? Which book should I use? That's probably the most frequently asked question about our phonics books. So let's compare and find out. First, let's look at the targets. There are 5 levels in both Smart Phonics and EFL Phonics. Today, I'll just compare level 1. These are the targets for Smart Phonics Level 1 and EFL Phonics Level 1. And they are the same, except the 6 words. Let's look at Unit 1. The target sounds are E, B, K. And the target letters are A, B, C. And we have 3 target words for each sound. Alligator, apple, and ant for E. How about the target words for B? There's a difference. Bat and book are the same. But Smart Phonics has bed and EFL Phonics has bag. Blue words are used in Smart Phonics, orange words are used in EFL Phonics. Only 6 words are different, so the targets are almost the same. Now let's compare the structure. The blue box is for Smart Phonics and the red box is for EFL Phonics. In both Smart Phonics and EFL Phonics, there are 8 regular units and 2 review units and 1 challenge unit. Can you see the arrows? They are pointing the review units and challenge unit. 4 regular units and then review 1. Another 4 regular units and then review 2. And then there is a challenge unit. Challenge unit is to review the whole book from Unit 1 to Unit 8. As you can see, Smart Phonics and EFL Phonics have the same structure. They are exactly the same. Now let's look at the lesson flow of the regular unit in student book. So this is Unit 4 in Smart Phonics and Unit 4 in EFL Phonics. Remember, the blue box is for Smart Phonics and the orange box is for EFL Phonics. So there are 6 pages in each unit in both Smart Phonics and EFL Phonics. So same number of pages. Look at Smart Phonics first. Introduction 1, Practice 1, Introduction 2, Practice 2, and then Story and Writing. Now look at EFL Phonics. Introduction 1, Practice 1, Introduction 2, Practice 2, and then Practice 3, and then a story. So the lesson flow is a little different. In Smart Phonics, after practicing the targets, you read a story and finish the lesson with writing. In EFL Phonics, you have 1 more practice page and finish the lesson with a story. How about the review unit? The flow is a little bit different. So now let's have a look. In Smart Phonics, we have chant in the middle and board game at the end of the unit. And there's another board game at the end of Review 2 in Smart Phonics. In EFL Phonics, we do chant first to review the unit and then do many different types of activities. How about challenge unit? I didn't put all the pages here, I just want to show you the differences. So here, there's a story in the challenge in EFL Phonics. We have board games in both Smart Phonics and EFL Phonics. So there are 3 board games in Smart Phonics 1. Remember, there is a board game in Review 1 and in Review 2. But there's only 1 board game in EFL Phonics 1. However, there is a story in challenge unit in EFL Phonics 1. As I said before, there is a test section and flashcards. There's the test section and flashcards in both EFL Phonics and Smart Phonics. Here's the test and flashcards. Now let's compare the workbook. Smart Phonics workbook is sold separately. So here's the student book and the workbook. But for EFL Phonics, workbook is included in the student book. Okay, you can take out the workbook from the student book. So here are the workbook units. This is Unit 4. How many pages in Smart Phonics Unit 4? 5 pages. How many pages in EFL Phonics Unit 4? 3 pages. Smart Phonics workbook has 2 more pages. So if you want to do more practice or if you want to give more homework, then choose Smart Phonics. However, we are not missing out much with practice for EFL Phonics. We had 1 more practice page in the student book, in the regular unit. Remember practice 3? And there was no writing practice in the student book regular unit, but here we have the writing practice. For Smart Phonics, we have writing practice here again. Now, digital resources and downloadable materials. So we have ebooks for both Smart Phonics and EFL Phonics on eSmart Class. That's our online platform. And we have mobile apps on app stores and downloadable resources on our website. That's for both Smart Phonics and EFL Phonics. So let's do some review. I compared Smart Phonics and EFL Phonics, right? They have the same target. Well, except the 6 words, right? They have the same targets. And they have the same structures, right? But there are some differences, right? Especially in the lesson flow. If you want to finish your lesson with writing practice to consolidate the targets, then choose Smart Phonics. If you want to finish the lesson by reading a story, then choose EFL Phonics. If your students like playing board games, then choose Smart Phonics because there are 3 board games in Smart Phonics Book 1. If you want to use story to wrap up the whole book, then choose EFL Phonics because there is a story in the challenge section. Okay. And if you want to give more homework, then choose Smart Phonics because there are more pages in the workbook. But if you just want to buy 1 book, then use EFL Phonics because workbook is included in the student book. And remember, we have digital resources and downloadable materials for both Smart Phonics and EFL Phonics. Whether you choose Smart Phonics or EFL Phonics, your students will develop their phonics skills and build strong foundation because eFuture Phonics is proven to be the most effective system for young EFL learners. That's why teachers all over the world love eFuture Phonics series. If you want to find out more about eFuture Phonics system or how to teach phonics using eFuture books, then please watch our videos on YouTube. We have lots of videos there. And enjoy teaching phonics with eFuture Phonics and have lots of fun with Smart Phonics and EFL Phonics. Thank you.